What's up, guys? It's your boy Jason from the 3 Means Go channel with another video. Today we're working on the 335Xi. So today we're pretty much going to be doing the axles, the front axles for both of them. Let me show you guys what I got. I went online and I bought these TRQ axles, passenger and driver side. But I got both of these for $180, I believe. And OEM ones are a lot more expensive. I'll put the price right here just to show you guys. But yeah, they're a lot more expensive. So I decided to try these out. They're 200 bucks. I think I spent like $30 on each boot when I just tried to do the boot. So like that's $60. That pretty much would have paid for almost half of this kit, right? But the reason I'm even changing them out and considering them, besides the fact that they were leaking previously, I ended up going in and patching them up with some rubber cement, and it did the trick. But I want to do it legit because, you know, that's busted. So I went and got at least these cheap axles for right now just to see what they're like. Usually the front ones are the first to go to when you're launching it. So I wasn't too worried about getting some cheap ones because they're probably going to break anyways. But the reason I'm switching them out is because I was getting this weird vibration when I'd be kind of accelerating, right? It wasn't really happening otherwise, so I wasn't sure what it was. Eventually I got under there and I was able to see some play. I'll show you guys. So excuse the dirty car because I just drove it in the snow the other day. There's a ton of like stuff stuck to it, but this is the driver's side axle, right? You can see it leaking right here. So you can tell it needs replacement. But then check out this play. I don't know if you can hear that. So that's not normal. It's not supposed to do that. Let me show you guys what the other side looks like. This is the other side, and I'm pushing and pulling, it won't make the same noise, right? So that right there let me know that I need to switch out the axles probably at ASAP, right? So I ended up getting the axles just as I was gonna fix some other few things. Sweet. So I have the car up already because we're gonna install these axles, right? Driver's side I haven't touched, but let me show you guys this passenger side. Passenger side. Bam. I went ahead and removed the tie rod right here. Control this arm right here and the arm in the back down here. Right? Also removed the sway bar end link. In almost all the videos I saw, they wanted you to remove it from the strut. And again, sorry for how dirty it is, but they wanted you to remove it from the strut tower and pull this thing out and do all sorts of like crazy stuff. But I don't think you need to do all that. Honestly, we're just gonna remove the nut now, since we're able to move the whole hub, right? We're gonna remove the nut. When we remove the nut, we're gonna punch out the axle. And then once this side's popped out, there's a C-clip holding it on the inside. Back here, right? There's a C-clip holding it on the inside back here. You can't see it because it's inside. It looks sort of like this. And then it'll have a C-clip on the inside holding it in. What we're going to try to do is just tug it. Using the axle itself, we're just going to use it and tug it out, right? And hopefully that pops out that C-clip inside and the axle should come out pretty easily. It didn't take me very long to remove these bolts. Next, like I said, we're going to remove this axle nut. Alright, so the center nut, I'm going to use a size 36 with my impact gun and get it off. You got to make sure you get these slots punched out right out of the way, and then it should come out decently easy if you got an electrical impact or an air impact. Bam, so that was that. We got the nut off, right? Then what you want to do is you want to punch out this axle. Then we remove the spacer that came with the car. You want to punch the axle out so that way it falls out in the back. I was able to remove the axle from the hub pretty easily just because I believe the previous owner had worked on it, because I've done this once before and it came out just as easy. But yeah, next I'm telling you there's a C-clip in there. Alright, so I tried a lot of methods and I could not get it done for the life of me, but I figured something out after hours watching YouTube and just kind of seeing what other people did on other platforms. Hopefully this can help out one of you guys. If it does, man, do I deserve a subscribe. And again, sorry for all this oil. This car is getting some work done, you know what I'm saying? But what I did was I put a regular nail hammer right here, right on this edge, and it's got this corner. I used a corner for leverage, and then I just hammered this end, bam, with another heavier hammer, right? And then that created enough leverage to pop it out. So now I'm just gonna finish taking it out of its place. But I just want to let you guys know because it really worked. It popped out a good amount. As you guys can see, it's coming out. Just gonna give it a quick pull. I might have to drop the sway bar. We're gonna see in a minute. There we go. I'm doing this with one hand. Sorry, you guys. All right, sweet, you guys. So we got that passenger side axle out. It actually ended up being the longer one. Show you guys a little bit of the differences. So the C-clip on this one is pretty much done. It's stuck on there. I'm sure you can pry it out if you wanted to. Lucky for me, this new one comes with the new C-clip. That'll get crushed into place when you try to press it in. The shape, pretty much the same. Nothing really changes. I mean, one thing that I did notice is on my used up axle, it has a lot of like, the center play is super easy, right? It's like this thing is done. And then on the new one, it feels a lot more firmer. You can tell it's a new unit. It also comes with a brand new, as long as once we install them, there's not play in it, I think they should be great. The boots look good. The material looks good. It looks like it'll last. I don't really see a reason why you would need to spend a lot more. So hopefully these work out for us. I'm gonna go ahead and install you guys and we'll see what we get from there. Alright, before installing, I'm gonna add a little bit of anti-seize just to hold that C-clip in its place and make it easier when it goes in, that there's not a problem and everything goes smooth. So I got the new axle in, and then to pop the C-clip on the way back in, because you won't, I don't know if you're strong enough to do it. I wasn't. I ended up putting a little, I just put one of these and I leveraged it on the side, right? And I used a little rubber mallet right on this corner just to push it in, and then it snapped in. It doesn't come out anymore. And when I rotate it, the tires on this side rotate as well. Next, I just need to get the hub connected back to the axle. Once you got the axle through the hub, you can put the nut to hold it in place. This is a new nut that comes with these axles. They say it's more common to find the piece. Sweet, so I left all the nuts on here. Keep it easy. Sway bar end link goes back in. Tie rod. Sweet. I got it mocked up right just so you guys can see where it goes. All of these are connected. So from here, what you want to do is go back and tighten all the bolts I just showed you. This one, the tie rod, the control arms, both of them, as well as the sway bar end link. And when you tighten this final axle one, it should squeeze everything exactly to the spec which it should be in, and you're pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. It shouldn't take me very long. And then you'll pretty much repeat this whole process for the passenger side. I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse for you too, because I don't want you guys to get too bored. And then from there, I'm gonna give it a few days, and then we'll take it for a spin, we'll take it for a spin, see if there's any difference, see if the vibration went away, and hopefully everything's good, you guys. So stick with me, we're almost there.